Okay, so in this video, we're going to be explaining how to read coordinates of the shapes below. So as you know, in Minecraft, we have a block that says something like this. It says from, to, and then it has three numbers. Now, today, we're only going to be looking at two of these numbers, the first number and the last number. We're going to be looking at this number too, but not right now. So let's take a look and see how we can break this down really easily. So this here is what we would call the x coordinate, and this is called the y. So y goes up and x goes left and right. So here's what we got to do. We got to find the from and to so that we can write down the coordinates. So let's take a look at what we can do. So we can say, okay, we have x and y, right? So we have x goes from 3 to 4. So we have 3 to 4. These are the x values. We have 3 to 4 on the y. 3 to 4. But if we do this, this is not going to work in Minecraft Education because that's not in the correct format. So let's put this in a format that is familiar with you guys. So we'll do from, to, and here we have x and y. So the first x is here, because this is the x coordinate. This is 3. Let's put this in white. This actually we'll do it black. This is 3. So we have 3 right there. Then the x coordinate goes to 4. So we're going to put 4 right there. On the y, it's 3. So we put 3 and it goes to 4. We have 4 right there. Perfect. So this is the x and y coordinate for the red. Now the purple, right? So we're going to get the x, and then the y, and then the y. So we only get the first and last block. So the first on the x is 8. So let's actually go down. We'll say from. Let's do this in the red, so it's all the same. From, to. So you have from 8 to 9. And then on the y, it's from 3 all the way to 9. So we'll do 3 to 9. And that is the x and y for purple. Now the orange. So it goes from the x4 to x6. So we can write that down. We'll say from, to. It goes from, oh, I forgot already. It goes from 4 to 6 on the x. And then from y, well, y is only 1. So it's just 7. So it goes from 7 to 7 because it's not tall, or it doesn't go up any further than that. So that's how you would do this. That's how you would read the coordinates on this sheet. So it should be super easy. But when you're doing this in Minecraft, you have to be careful because these are actually switched over. So what you think is x will be here. Oh, let's do it again. X will be here, y will be here. Technically this is y, to be honest, but that's called the z, which is the third coordinate. But it'll be easy if you understand this as y and this as x. And then the middle is the z coordinate. We only need to use that when we have water, which I'm going to show you later on, because water needs to be underground so that we can, so that the water doesn't go everywhere in our enclosure. Good, let's go down below. Okay, so let's solve red. This time red is a single shape, or a single block. So it goes from 6 to 6. Okay, so we have x and y. So it goes from 6 to 6, and then y goes from 4 to 4. We have 4 to 4. That's it. Super easy. That's all you have to do for this one right here. Perfect. And we did it in the exact same format as right here. So this is going to occupy a single block. Now purple is different. So purple goes from the x3 to x9. So purple will be x, y, 3 to 9. And on the y coordinate, it's only 9 to 9. So we'll do 9, 9. Now orange is the same. Orange goes from 3 to 9 again. So we can just copy that in. X, Y, 3 to 9. How do I know that's true? Well, look, it occupies the same space. We can check. Same again. So it goes from 3 to 9. And then it goes left, which hits 7. So 3 to 9, or sorry, 3 to 9, and then 7 to 7, like so. Super easy. Now here, I want you to add your own values. So let's add red. And let's add red all the way up to here. We're going to add purple. Let's find purple first. Is this purple? There we go. Purple is right there. There we go. We'll pick that purple. Good. And we'll do purple is going to be all the way. Let's do all of this. This is all purple. Good. And orange. Let's do orange, which is right, there we go. So we'll do orange. It's going to be just this one block here. Good. So let's take a look at red. So we have X and Y. Let's make this a little bit neater. We have X and Y. There we go. We have from and to. There we go. Just to section it off. Perfect. Okay. We'll make the Y a little bit smaller. There we go. And so will the X be smaller. There we go. Good. So the red goes from 3 on the X to 5 on the X. And the Y goes from 3 to 4. So we have 3 to 4. Super easy. Now let's do the same for purple. We have X, Y, from, and to. Sorry for my very bad handwriting, guys. We have X to 9, or rather 8 to 9 on the X. We have 8 to 9. And on the Y, we go from 3 to 9. So 3 to 9, and that's purple. Now orange is just 1, so it's 3 to 3 because it's one block. So it's X, Y, F, T, 3 to 3, and then 9 to 9. 9 to 9. There we go. Really good. Perfect. Now, well, let's make this bigger. Okay. Now I want you to make your own monkey enclosure below. And yeah, you can solve a few of these things. But remember, when you get to water, let's say we want the water to be here. It's like let's make this bigger. We want the water to be here. Maybe it's like a kind of like a river in our enclosure. This is where we want the water to be. Which is fine, we can do that. We just have to do this first and then this separately. But we can do it. Let's get rid of that. Okay, good. And we also want, let's get brown. How do I get brown? Brown is sort of just dark orange, right? There we go. And if we want a bridge, maybe over here. So we want our bridge to be overlapped. Okay, that's fine. Well, let's do the water first because, yeah, we should do the water first. It's important to note, guys, that the water is in a different format. So let's draw this just so you can see it. We'll have F, which is from, to, then we have X, Z, and Y. But remember what I said? It's actually Y, Z, X. Where did I do Y, Z, X? Y, Z, X was here. Yes, Y, Z, X. But to make it simple, let's just do X, Z, Y, which is actually the same as what I did before. So I didn't need to erase it. X, Z, Y. There we go. Okay, and actually let's get rid of this too, just to make it easier, right? Maybe get rid of this this yellow line. Okay, now I gotta do everything again. There we go. We want the water to be in this space here. Okay, well, we go from 3 to 8 on the X. So on the X, we go from 3 to 8. And from Y, we go from 6 to 6. So we have 6 to 6 here. Now, super important here, guys, is that we want the water to be underneath the ground. So Z should be -1, -1. The important thing here, guys, is I'm showing you -1, -1. So the middle column, if it's water, should always be 1. Or rather -1, 2, -1. From -1 to -1. Always, no matter what, because it's underneath, right? Then we can do the brown bridge as normal. And yeah, normally, if we do a brown bridge, these middle values will be just 0 and 0. So it'll be 0 here and 0 here if it was anything else. But because it's water, we'll do -1, -1. So hopefully that's clear. Oh, why is there another page? Okay, hopefully that's clear. And yeah, try and make your monkey enclosure. I know last lesson was difficult, guys, but I know you can do this. This isn't too difficult if you just visualize it in the correct way. And it took me a little bit of time to understand it too. So I can understand why you guys are having a little bit of trouble with it. Okay, so I'll see you guys very soon. And hopefully this will be much easier in the upcoming lesson. Goodbye.